Oh, what a difference a week makes. My God almighty, I just did a top 20. 20! There were horses that just pained me to scratch off. It seriously pained me to scratch off their name, and it bothered me to no end. I talked about Whispering Song should have been on the list. Columbus. There was a host of others, but I can tell you one thing. I might have done a top 20 list, but there is certainly no top 20 list available in the barn that doesn't have Horn Player in the top 5. Now, obviously she was a scratch today because we had OCDs removed from one hawk. But I will scratch someone out if I have to put Horn Player in, for the love of God. What a mistake that was.
Top 21.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because she's not going in at 21. I will push everybody back. Who do I have at 5? Sister Solange. Okay. Sister Solange is now 6. She's not number 5. I'm going to push everyone back.
Now
Everyone goes back.
21.
Everyone goes back 1 point. That means if we're sticking to top 20 list, that means Crantini gets lopped off with Columbus and Whispering Song. Everybody gets pushed back 1, and Horn Player is number 5. Everyone gets pushed back 1. There is no list, trust me, in the stable.
Your list.
No, I'm not doing it. There is no list available in the stable that doesn't have Horn Player on it. Not any top lists. I don't care. The OCDs mean nothing to me. I don't care. And you're going to see how little they mean to her come the end of March when she starts jogging. You're going to see exactly how little the OCDs mean or meant to Horn Player. She is number 5 in the barn. She could be number 1 easily by the time the summer's over. She is one of our best horses. The OCDs, as I said. Now, I want everybody to pay attention. Every year I have a horseman or two that come up to me and say, Anthony, I'm curious, what's your take on OCDs? And I try to make everything as simple as I can, right? I try to make everything as simple as I can because I truly believe if you give us a good horse that stays healthy and sound and we can put the work into it that we need to, we can make a good horse. Now, we can't make a horse better than it is. That's silly to say that. But we will make that horse the best form of that horse it can possibly be, which may be the best horse in the barn. And I tell everybody, ask me, Anthony, what's your take on OCDs? I don't care. Not even in the least. A good horse will overcome anything. And when you talk about taking OCDs out, most farms take them out early. In this filly's case, it looked there was a little part of a ridge that had shook free, 3 tiny little fragments. She was sound on her hawk. Wasn't sore at all. But the joint capsule had blown up. It had irritated the joint. And there was swelling in there. She trained with it that Saturday. Fantastic. Wasn't until after, later on, I saw it and I said, hey, what's going on here? It's been filled up a little bit. We're working on it. I said, it shouldn't be filled up like that. Immediately had it x-rayed 20 minutes later. 3 tiny fragments found in her hawk. Those fragments are removed. Horn Player will catch up, no problem whatsoever, because she's a killer. She's a natural. She's a freak. And those are terms I guess I shouldn't be using in March. Forget I said that. She's a nice horse with a bright future, I believe. And definitely can't have a top 20 list, top 10 list. Can't even have a top 6 list. 5 list without having Horn Player on it. It would be unfair to the filly and the work she has put forward so far. Very nice filly, easily number 5. So when you watch my top 20 list, and I'm sorry, but I could only make a top 20 list, watch the list and you'll see why. Take everybody. If you have to have 20, Crantini now goes to the also eligible list. He joins Columbus and Whispering Song in my also mentioned. And everybody else goes back a peg. Horn Player gets inserted as number 5, and that is actually a little bit low for her. That's what I think of Horn Player. Very good horse, very bright future, and an absolute disservice not to give her top 5 billing in the stable. Shh, stop. So, with that, you now have a top 20 list and an inserted number 5, a new number 5 for you to think about and look at. Can't believe I forgot her, but as I said, she was scratched today. I only saw her because I was looking at the entire list and saw the scratches at the bottom and saw Horn Player. My fault, bit of a scatterbrain moment for Anthony. but can't go without putting her in there. Number 5, horn player.